humiliation do to a person?
Vyaas, do you want to do this one first? Or?
Yeah, sure, I can go. I mean, what does humiliation do to a person? So when I first saw the question, I immediately thought of one instance where in my 11th grade, so we have this, we used to do maintain lab notebooks for physics. And at one, so I was, so my teacher was in a bad mood that day. So he, I was probably like 20th on the list. So there were 19 other people whose notebooks he was correcting right in front of us. And he was picking off mistakes right as he was correcting all their notebooks. So, wrong headings, wrong format, wrong outline, incomplete diagrams. So he's picking things off one by one. And I was the 20th notebook. It was almost as if I was the camel that was the straw that broke the camel's back, where instead of drawing a table with my pencil, I had drawn it with a pen. And that really pissed him off. Like that was like the moment where he broke off, and he just threw the notebook on my face, like in front of 30 people in that lab. So so I was at like 10 feet distance, and it came flying right at me, and I couldn't move. So that was humiliation. Like I didn't take it too personally. I know that I didn't deserve it, and I didn't feel ashamed about it. But humiliation can sometimes, I kind of held on to that moment for like the next 1 week or so, where I was a bit down, and when I'm not in class, I went back to that moment and revisited and seeing what happened, why did that happen. So but turns out he was just having a rough day. I could see that. I knew that he was going to snap at someone, and that someone was me. So humiliation can open you up. You can start thinking broadly and seeing where you can improve as a person. So that was like the first instance of me being humiliated in a real manner.
That's very interesting. You have sort of had a positive experience with this humiliation, because while humiliating part was like, of course, like not good, but then as you said, it opened you up. But then because if you look at the previous question, like whether it's a good thing or a bad thing, this is a segue to say that it can be a good thing or a bad thing depending on how it affects you. Not really how you take it, how it affects you, because sometimes it's not really on you to see whether it was a good thing or a bad thing. So really it's about how it affects you. Sia?
Yeah, I loved that you shared that example, because it brings up another, it kind of ties into Akshay's point, is that there's differences in how people perceive it. So for me, humiliation has typically, I'm somebody who experiments a lot and risks a lot typically. So I'm very used to embarrassing myself, but it doesn't feel like humiliation, because, I'm taking on a risk, and I'm consenting to putting myself out there. Humiliation typically doesn't involve that, and it's it's something that you're not expecting. So for me, humiliation, and the difference between humiliation and embarrassment has been that humiliation is something that I took very personally, and it felt like something that occurred because of who I am as a person, and not necessarily a skill that I have. So if I'm standing in front of a class and I start choking because I'm bad at giving a presentation, then that doesn't feel like it's humiliating. That just feels embarrassing. But if something's happening because someone's treated me badly, or as a result I've been inconvenienced and a lot of people know about it, and I don't really have a platform to talk about what my side was, then that feels humiliating to me. So I think what humiliation specifically, as I understand it, tends to do to people is reconsider their perception of self, and reconsider whether people accept them if they have the same status quo in society, because we all tend to want to belong. So it's something that's going to make you reconsider, do I really fit in? Is what I've done going to change the way people perceive me? Is are they questioning my character? Are they questioning who I am as a person? Or is this just about some skill I have that I can improve? So for me, humiliation is definitely something that you feel like is irredeemable. So you got to watch out for that. You got to, because embarrassment can escalate into that. Just, something silly you do can escalate into that if you don't watch it and you don't take the time to figure out, okay, whose opinions am I, putting stock in? Can I control this? Can I change it? If I can, what do I need to change? So that's where I'm coming from.
Very, very interesting points. And both of you, thanks for giving examples out of your life. So it was definitely insightful, and I think people would understand it better because of it as well.
Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you'd like to see more videos on the topic, make sure to check out our playlist where we answer more questions. We'll see you next time.